What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel. Erico here, and today I'm bringing you a Kagero deck profile that got me into the legend status, well, legend ranking I should say. But anyways, before we get to that, if this video gets to 20 likes, we will definitely do a budget build of the Kagero deck. And not only that, I will be creating a series for Oracle Think Tank, Nova Grapplers, Royal Paladins, full deck profiles, and we'll be doing budget builds for every clan, but we're gonna start it off with Kageros. And not only that, for this deck profile that I'm doing now, I'm gonna showcase that in Legends right now, so you can see how the deck actually runs. Without further ado, let's get started with the Kagero deck profile. So we are playing, obviously, the 4 perfect guards. We definitely need that, and I got the little SP shining there. You gotta, flex a little bit. You gotta flex a little bit. But anyways, we play 4 of the Dragon Monk Gojo. The reason we have to play him, if you get such a a bad hand, or if you have too many grade 3s and you wanna get more grade 1s or grade 2s, you could always use it first turn. I love abusing him. I'll put him in the Vangurard circle. If I get a card I don't want, automatically just use his effect, pitch something that I don't need, and drop. I do this with all of my heal triggers that I have in hand, because my heal trigger, I don't want that to be my Vanguard. The only reason he'll ever be my Vanguard is, if he's the only grade 3 I see in the first couple of turns. But anyways, this could get you a perfect guard. This card is just saves your ass, saves your life in so many situations. And then you got your 4 standard 8k beaters. Nothing to say there. You definitely need them. I play one of the Iron Tail Dragon. I don't play the Blazing Flare at all in this deck, but the only reason I'm playing him, it's situational. The plus 10k pushes for game, pushes for that 20k, so your opponent, if he drive checks a critical trigger or any type of trigger and gets him over to 2000, this certain card just pushes for the game, and it's very situational. And this is a 7000 beat 6, so that's why I play one of those. And now for the grade 2s, I play 4 Berserk Dragon. This is our Blaster Blade, basically. Grade 2 or lower. Get rid of Barcos. Get rid of all your pesky grade 1s. The Nova Grapplers that stand up by themselves. Things like that. Grade 2s, get rid of rear guards, so you could definitely go in for the attack. There's not much to say about this card. I just wish it had 1,000 more attack, but can't get that. You can't get that. That card will be overpowered. Better than Blaster Blade. Again, I'm thinking of taking... The only reason I have him here, I want another 9k beater in the deck. Sure, I could play another one of these or another one of those. But no, I don't like situational cards. I'd rather have the guaranteed 9,000 in my, in play at a time. So I play, Dragon Knight Alf. He's just there for beat 6. Nothing more to say. Then we have 4 generic 10k beaters. Nothing to say there. I play one of these. Again, it's one of those situational cards. If your field is full, you have better field control, you'll get rewarded for it. But the only thing I don't like about it, it turns into 8k to your opponent. They can play a grade 1, and you just lose them for nothing. And I like making my opponents work to destroy my rear guards. So 8k isn't something I'm a fan about, but it's a good card, don't get me wrong. Playing against Royal Paladins, this card kind of becomes a little useless because they just summon each other, and there's gonna be other decks that summon each other like that as well. So that's my reasoning for that. The best card in my deck, I play 3 right now. I don't think we need 4 of them. Wyvern Strike Tehas, because, well, let me get to the reason why he's good. He's good because you could get rid of Barkles. You know, the people that are, I don't destroy their Barkles if they don't use their effect in their first turn to get Lu or Flogo. The reason being is, if they don't use it, it's not a threat. If they use it, I feel like they're going for the Soul Savior play and having their soul built, and I don't want that whatsoever. And not only that, there are cards that search Soul Savior Dragon as well. I'm forgetting his name. I also go and attack your rear guard. He can attack your opponent's rear guards from the back row as well. So this disrupts their plays. And against the mirror match, this card is so crucial to hitting the Lizard Conroy. I didn't go over the Conroy. We'll go over it last. But yes, this card is really good against the mirror match. This card's gonna go up at 4 once Blaze, Dragonic Overlord, the end comes out, because Kageros are gonna be rampant. Right now, Kageros, are high tier meta right now. So I feel like playing this, disrupting my opponent's plays, making sure they don't get the guaranteed search, and I get my guaranteed search. If you're playing against Kageros, use your Lizard Conroy as soon as possible. There's a lot of patterns that I notice on how people move their rear guards that I have a certain slight advantage on positioning as well. So this card is really good. Play 3. I know it's AK, but it has its purposes because the skills are so crazy. Anyways, we're gonna move on to grade 3s. I play 2 Dragonic Overlords, because I only have 2. Now, if it were up to me, I would try to, play 4. What's playing over him, I'll get to shortly. And, this card, I don't want him as a Vanguard whatsoever. I only want to ride this in my rear guard positions, because losing your Twin Drive in the, it's pretty bad. You get your 16 and you get to get, you only do that on the Vanguard position if you're going for game. If you could win. That's the only way I'll go for that. But if he's in the rear guard positions, counterblasting 3, attacking everybody, it loses Twin Drive, but it doesn't Twin Drive at all to begin with. So that's why we gotta play 4 of these guys. See, I had to spend 200 medals to get the special edition one. I only pulled 1 from a pack, and this is what got me to play Kageros, because I actually, pulled them in my first couple packs. Fun fact, when I played the game, I started with the Kagero deck, actual structure deck in the beginning. Yes, I played this card game physically, and I was just like really good at it. I also topped the ARG tournament with Golden Paladins back in the day. But anyways, that's besides the point. This is the same thing why I'm running 3 blockades, because I only pulled 3, and blockade, it is fucking broken. In my opinion, in this type of game where your rear guards are forced, to be force intercept, this card is, a lot of opponents get used to the playstyle where, yeah, my rear guards are gonna protect me, right? But you play him, all of your opponents lose the intercept ability, and now they have to, flip their whole gameplay to try to deal with us, on all-out attack, and we could use our rear guards to protect ourselves against their attacks. So we're taking a gameplay mechanic away from them. This card, is stupid broken, in my opinion, in this game. I have enough to craft a lot of cards. I can craft another one of these or another Dragonic Overlord, but I'm gonna save my crafting material so I could craft for Dragonic Overlord the end, because that's gonna be a crazier deck once it comes out. So I play 3. If it were up to me, I'll bring out my changes afterwards. But The next 4 cards we play is Dragon Monk Goku. Dragon Monk Goku is really, really good. The only reason, you know, I play 4 of them, you know, you retire every time you reveal a grade 3, you retire any of their grade 1s. You know, that is major in this game. You get rid of their back rows, and then afterwards your Vanguard gains 5,000 attack for every attack that you receive. It's gonna make it harder on them. They're gonna have to pull a trigger in order to attack, you know, your Vanguard. But you know, this card just disrupts so much of your opponent's field. You know, it's too good not to run. It gets rid of 1 or less, so it does get rid of grade 0s as well. There's so many you know, good plays, you know, overextensions that this card single-handedly, you know, really open up doors for me, you know. And we have Vortex Dragon. He's, you know, the lesser evil, the lesser bad card. You know, he's gonna be. I only play 4 because he's you know, a little strong. His effect is very situational. Soul Blast 6, Counter Blast 4. You have to set up 6 you know, 6 cards in the soul, and that's really challenging. And every time I see this card, I put it back in my deck. I do not want to see this card. That's why I made it a heal trigger, because I do not want to see any of that. Anyways, as my triggers goes, we play 9 draw triggers, 4 heal triggers. So at first, as climbing up in the ladder, you know, I played aggressively. I played 9 critical triggers, 4 heal triggers. Only reason, you know, in the lower levels, not everybody's gonna have perfect guards. So, you know, you gotta take advantage of that. I took advantage of that. It leveled me up a little quicker. Then afterwards, once we started getting a little more advanced and getting into, you know, the C rank, that's when I said, you know, as a matter of fact, it's time to change my deck and put 9 draw triggers. 9 draw triggers. Hand advantage. Let me just tell you one thing. Hand advantage is everything in every card game. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I play this competitively. You know, card advantage is always key in every game. I cannot stress that enough. If you have more cards than your opponent, obviously you got more plays. You got, you know, things you could overextend, things you could in this game, you know, use as intercepts just to, you know, throw away cards. Card advantage is key in every card game. So 9 is very good, you know, to begin with. And going back to our grade 0, we have our Lizard Soldier Conroe. You definitely need him to search. See, if I have 2 perfect guards in hand, no, I lied. If I have 3 perfect guards, I don't go for the 4th. I'll go for another bar or another. I'll go for bar, AK beater, or I'll go for Dragon Monk Gojo if I have to get rid of cards or search for certain grade 2s. You know, that's just me. But let me showcase this what do you call it? This clan, my deck build in a duel, in a Vanguard fight. All right, we are back, and I am gonna showcase my Kagero deck right now in front of you guys. Hopefully you guys can see how powerful this deck is, and we're getting a mirror match, which I like. We're going second, unfortunately, so he has the advantage to get rid of my Lizard Conroe. Hopefully he does it. We're gonna get rid of our grade 3, our heal trigger. We have a grade 1, we have a grade 2. I want to keep you know, I want to keep the Wyvern in our hands just in case if he doesn't, you know, use the ability. So there's no reason to really mulligan out. So we're gonna see how he plays out his first turn. I wonder why he's playing that, to retire grade 1s, right? I wonder if he's playing like Blazing Flare. You know, that could be like something that, you know, that's really influencing him. But honestly, I'm gonna punish him for riding that card in his Vanguard position. So I'm gonna ride my AK beater there. I'm gonna move him into the side. I'm just gonna end my turn because I do not want a guaranteed perfect guard coming out. So I wonder if he caught on, you know, that I wonder if he caught on that I have the actual Wyvern in my hand. I just don't want anybody getting that search. That search is so crucial in this game. I'll take the damage. It doesn't matter. He wasted a call. I get a draw for, you know, outplaying him in this situation. Now I'm just gonna ride my Vanguard here. I'm wondering if I should just punish him, but I should take my own advice and try to get rid of his Lizard Conroy. So I'm gonna actually, how should I play this out? I'm gonna call my own. Now if I get rid of his Kagero, I get 2 attacks. But I don't want to use my ability. So I'm gonna save. Because I need to use my Lizard Conroy before he gets a Wyvern. I'm gonna show him basically the play that he can't do. Get my perfect guard to my hand. Then we're gonna go into battle. I'm gonna get rid of his guard here. Yes, he defended himself from damage, but long term, we're gonna win this long term. His card advantage is dwindling. I wonder if he has enough to really, you know, get rid of my grade 2s. He's running Goku, which is actually good. Goku's actually not that bad in this game. Not gonna lie. Any budget player, I would recommend you guys play 4 Gokus. Now he whiffed the heal trigger, which is really good for us. He whiffed 2 heal triggers, which he could have used if we were playing normally, and he would have had a, you know, he would have had a perfect guard in hand. And now he has 3 cards in hand to my, whatever, I almost have 9. So we're gonna ride Blockade. Blockade is really good in this format right now. Can't speak about future formats, but it's like, you know, mechanic breaking. You know, it's kind of stupid. We'll call him, we'll call Bar up here on the far right. We're gonna retire his unit, just putting more pressure on his plate. And we're gonna attack with our Vanguard. Hopefully we get a trigger so we could get 3 damage on him. So we're gonna proceed to battle phase and attack with our Vanguard. Hopefully again we reveal a trigger. One more. Okay, no triggers, but we gotta get 1 more damage off on him. We definitely gotta get 1 more damage on him. Now, the fact that he has 3 cards could be telling me that he has 3 perfect guards, potentially. And he's probably gonna try to, you know, get rid of my bar with using Goku's ability, which is not bad. Definitely not a bad situation. 2 cards, that's not bad. He was forced to call a grade 1 to the rear guard position, which this is pretty interesting at this point. His Wyvern, see, he had a Wyvern in hand, so he got a critical trigger, which is actually really good. He's wasting it on a, you know, rear guard unit. So my rear guards are gone. I think he's gonna go for attack on my Vanguard. Yeah, I'm gonna take a damage this turn, which is not that worrying. I have 2 other grade 2s that I could, you know, put pressure on him as well. So, see, this is the thing I don't like, the AK grade 2s, because then he would have been forced to use it on somebody else. 2 perfect guards in hand, full hand, you know, I'm not worried. Blockade is really putting in a lot of work. So in this situation, I'm going to call blockade. I'm wondering if I should just call a 10k beater so I could put more damage on his side. In my experiences, having 2 10ks is really good. So next turn, I'll call out a perfect guard if I have to. But we're still, you know, in a very advantageous spot, especially if we get heal triggers. We got a heal trigger. Now here, if he doesn't get a trigger, we get 2 damage guaranteed, and I can get rid of his Wyvern. So he did get a trigger, so we're going off for the Vanguards. All for the rear guards, I mean. Giving more pressure on him. Which is okay, we're still in even state of, you know, gameplay right now. I just need more rear guards, you know, grade 1s in my back row, so that would be, you know, beneficial for us, but we'll see how it goes here. He has another Wyvern, which isn't going to do nothing unless he gets, well, he has to back it up. Somehow he has to back it up. So we're guaranteed 1 damage. He plays criticals, which is interesting. In high level play, I wouldn't recommend playing draw triggers. Right now, he's probably panicking because I'm capitalizing hard on all of his plays. And we're sitting comfortably right now. You know, we're really sitting in a comfortable position because we can pressure his Vanguard all we want. This is bad for us because now we can't attack one more time. We're going to go for his rear guards. This is an example of somebody using all of his resources real quick. That's an example of somebody using all of his resources real quick. I never do rash, you know, plays where I play my perfect guard behind my, you know, for boosters. Only if I know I'm gonna, you know, I'm going for game and I'm gonna win. See how he has 2 grade 1 units just there. But I have no grade 1s, so I'm not worried about that play right now. Now I have to use a perfect guard. Not my choice, but, you know, that's one thing I don't like about this game. That perfect guards are automatically used. You can't use them when you want to, you know? I like to choose when I use them. And here I'm not too worried about, like, my Vanguard getting attacked twice. So I'm gonna go for a field. Actually, we'll ride skip here. I'm not expecting to get many attacks off, so hopefully we could get, you know, a trigger or 2. We've probably gone through a lot of draw triggers, that's why we're not seeing that. As I was expecting, so we're gonna get rid of his grade 1. And next turn, we should be looking for game, I guess, if he doesn't get any heal triggers. We definitely need to get some draw triggers in our possession. I wonder if he has any perfect guards. That's gonna make it be our make or break. So that thing is at 18 alone. See, those those, you know, field advantage cards are really good late game. This game is more or less just managing your resources and everything. He probably has perfect guards, which... Can I push for game? I can push for game, but the problem is... You know what? We'll play a little more defensive. We'll go battle here. So he might have 2 perfect guards, so... We'll go with the attack on here, with the Vanguard. We got a heal trigger, which is pretty good for us. Now, my thing is... We're gonna give it to Wyvern, because I'm fishing out all of his perfect guards. We gotta fish all of his perfect guards. That's one perfect guard. What are the odds that he has 3? What are the odds? Now he has 2 cards in hand. Now this might be it. And he has the 3rd. Okay. So next turn should be game for us. We should definitely go for game in the next turn. Depending if he doesn't get a heal trigger as well. Oh, now he drops the blockade. Interesting. So that must be another... He must have all 4 perfect guards in hand as well. And depending on what this is, now we're forced to use perfect guard. Yeah, we're forced to use a perfect guard right now. So he either has to hope that I don't have a perfect guard to win, so that's not the case. We have our perfect guard, so we're sitting good. So let me just call final turn because that's what it is. That's what it is. I think our opponent disconnected, but we're going to main phase. I'm gonna call him just to have a little color out there. And this is what I'm talking about, you know, just pushing for game, you know. You want to be in a position where you can push for 20k just in case he gets a heal trigger. I don't want him to get a heal trigger, so if he does get a heal trigger, now we're all set right here with a 20k roll. So we're gonna go on a battle. I'm gonna try to call out a perfect guard right now, which I think he has. He had 4 perfect guards. Our opponent had 4 perfect guards. That is insane to me. We got a draw trigger, which is really good. So even if he gets a heal trigger, we will win this game. You will need a double heal trigger. And that's the power of my Kagero deck. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys like, you know, like this video, like my deck, have any deck recommendations, because I have a lot of, you know, decks I can work on. Please comment below, please like the video, and I'll keep making content like this for you guys, and we'll definitely see you guys next time. But for now, always keep fighting. Later.